What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of... He's doing the intro today.
That guy. Welcome back.
Yeah. Then we do it again.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke, man.
Touch him a bit. Give him back, actually.
Actually, give it back.
We got a jam-packed episode for you today. We've got a couple of things to review, some things to yap about, some things to rant about.
Oi.
I'm gonna be very upset this episode. I'll tell you guys right now.
When are you not upset? I feel
All-time
like every
rants coming up, bro.
Yeah, I feel like every episode you're just upset.
We don't talk about Batman vs Superman enough.
Huh?
We don't talk about Batman.
That's what it
Superman
is.
enough.
I think you need more Batman.
I need more
vs
Batman vs Superman in
Yeah,
my life.
that's what it is. Come on, guys. Give us more Batman vs Superman content to go over.
All right, Yap of the Week. Why don't you get us started?
My yap of the week is I'm finally over Diablo 4. That cycle hit. I'm at like 120 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I hit 120 hours. I'm like,
my God.
I was literally farming for like some material and whatnot, and my character was peak, and I'm farming, and I was just like, I don't have to do this.
Like you're done.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't need this material anymore. Like my character's at the best he's gonna be. Like obviously I can scale the pits a bit higher, or whatever. But I was like, I don't want to. You know, no one's forcing me to do this, and then I just jumped off.
That's with any game. But did you feel like it was becoming a chore at a certain point?
No. That's how Diablo 4 is. You play for your 2 weeks, move on.
And then
you know what I mean? And then you wait till the next season.
Okay, yeah.
Which is why, like, I think their seasons should be shorter, like 2 months.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
It does take too long.
Yeah, because
But I more importantly want to focus on, for you, Crimson Desert.
I need to play Crimson Desert. I need to get back into it.
You hyped it up and you didn't even finish it. Fair enough. The
it.
Diablo came.
Yeah. No, I'm getting back into it.
Like you had a wedding. I know that one didn't take too long.
Nah, that was an in and out thing. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into Crimson Desert.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna finish it because they're saying there's gonna be DLC. So I want to finish the game
We
before
need a
the
review
DLC
from
comes
you.
out. Yeah, you'll get a full review. Honestly, I don't think the last couple of levels or like chapters are gonna change my mind about the game.
Okay.
It's the very, very enjoyable, very, very addictive. You know?
Yeah.
You get your fix of game from it.
Mm-hmm.
My other thing is I'm here and I'm man enough to admit that I was wrong. You know? And I'm man enough to admit that I was wrong and I have let you guys down. I am in fact a Star Wars fan.
Star Wars
I
fan?
am a Star Wars fan. You know, I actually sat back and I was like, we'll get into why, but I was like, bro, this is why. We'll get into it. It's basically Maul Shadow Lord.
But you know what? It was also the Star Wars podcast we had. I feel like there was some points I raised that might have interested you.
Yeah. That was as well. Yeah. Like that accompanied with remembering how much I loved Clone Wars and I wanted to go back and watch it. How much I love the games. And I want to go back and play them, especially since you played Jedi Survivor and you're still playing it. And I was like, you know what, I might want to get back into it. How cool the whole setting and the world is. And this was like the cherry on top. You know, I was like,
oh, this was so cool.
It was so cool.
But it's so different. They've gone for when I was... No. They've gone for a vibe where Star Wars is usually a little bit more hopeful. Even at the end of Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin becomes Darth Vader, there's the thing that, you know, his kids are out there. You know, Luke is going to, come back and save the day. This one, they're going for, I read after I finished the finale, they're going for a more, like, a grounded take. Like, the dark side doesn't necessarily mean you're always evil, as we saw with the show. You know what I mean?
We'll get into more of that.
Which we're going to do.
Yeah, we'll get more into... You tell us your yap of the week. And then we'll get into...
Discord is up and running.
Is it?
No.
Oh, damn, bro. You got me.
No, it is. All right, listen. You know what? I've actually been very bad with this.
Yeah.
Today, shake my hand.
Shake your hand.
Today will be done. It will be done. As an Eid gift, because tomorrow is Eid. As an Eid gift, I'll finally have Discord up. I promise. Up and running. For sure.
Yeah. But you guys better join. We better get at least 3 people.
If you're up to this part in the podcast, why haven't you clicked the link in the description? Why haven't they? No, you tell me.
No. Why haven't you pause the video. Okay. Wait, no, don't pause. Let me give you instructions. Go down, click the link, join Discord. Pause the video to do it right now.
I'll do ungodly things to this guy.
For the sake of the owl, do it right now, please. Come on, man. Okay, you're back?
Okay.
You have followed us on
I
Discord?
think they should.
Let's go.
They have, right?
They have. They've already had. Oh, I can see the notifications. Okay,
Look,
go.
we acknowledge that we've been pretty shit with the mics. Look, we've been working on like the visual setup, and we've been trying really hard to figure out why we can't get the mics to work. We are working on it. Sooner or later, we'll get this fixed. We're looking into upgrades we can do in terms of equipment. In the meantime, we're trying to sort out different ways.
If you guys have any tips, if you guys know anything,
but I actually do want to apologize to our viewers because we have gotten some complaints about it.
because the whole point of a podcast, the audio.
But yeah, look, we'll work on this. I know this is bad from us. I think we can.
I genuinely thought our first apology was going to be about something way different. I'm glad it's about audio.
But yeah, look, from both of us, like, we really want this to be a good experience for everyone.
Yeah.
And we apologize. Like, we're working on this, and
we're trying our best.
Just know that we're not just like living in the background. We actually are trying, but we're also broke boys. So we're trying to balance.
We're trying to balance having a wallet and having good audio.
Me personally, I've been really lacking with replying to comments in the past week. That's because I got really busy with basketball and a couple personal things going on in my life, trying to catch up with Jedi Survivor and more. So starting from after Eid, so not tomorrow, I'll be back to replying to every comment like I usually do. And then my final thing, I just actually, as he came in for the podcast, I finished the spoilers for Jedi Survivor. I just finished the Darth Vader fight. And we're watching the cutscene together. Yeah. It was pretty good, man. I'm really enjoing this game. Yeah, it's a good game. I've spent about 30 hours in it.
Early review, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Oy. One point of the only deduction I have is that he's too pasty, like too much of a pasty boy. Like there's nothing. No, like I might bleep that out just in case. But like it's just he's so generic. Like I get when people say. When I was younger, I was like, bro, what did they mean generic? Like it's too vanilla.
He's too vanilla. He's too like I don't know. It's just too generic for me.
There's no nuance to his character.
There's no nuance. Who low-key would have been a better main character is Merrin. She's so much more interesting and fun. And
who's that? The lady that died? Just died?
No, that's C. Merrin is the Night Sister.
Oh, okay.
Like she's got a lot more personality to her. Which when her and Cal are bantering, I'm just like, bro, Merrin is a way better character.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much, even in her voice acting and in her talking, you feel like there's so much behind what she's saying. Whereas I don't get that with Cal. Which, anyways, I won't yap about this any longer. Next week I'll have a review and I'll try to keep it short.
Yeah.
And that's all from me.
Okay.
So what's our first topic?
Today our topics are we have 3 things. I want to talk about the NBA. And by the way, I brought this up to him. Like, he didn't even tell me, hey, I want to talk about the NBA again today. I wanted to talk about this. Yeah. Or as much as I have like 4 points here. He has like half a page. But I actually did want to talk about this.
Yeah.
The next thing we have to talk about is Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Darth Maul or Maul Shadow Lord?
Maul
Shadow Lord. And the last thing is the Boys finale, which is probably why a lot of people are here. They want to get out. Obviously, they want our view before they start watching the Boys. Everyone gets our view before they do. Only one is our view. Our view is the best view.
But no, you forgot one more thing.
No, please. Not a line.
Batman versus Superman.
No.
All right, so why don't you get us started? Because you brought this up to me, which was like, it was a good moment for me that you wanted to talk about it.
I actually think I want to start watching the NBA only because of Disney Plus, because it's so easily accessible.
Oh, it's not
like I remember. Do you remember there was a time where I really got into it with KO?
Yes.
Like the reason I don't get into it is because I don't know where to watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't do anything.
And stay out.
Jeez Louise.
We could get it.
Yeah, good boy. And that was him.
He's very good at whooping.
I'll entertain them in the meantime.
Coco Melon.
Hey.
No, they're about to do something. No, please. No, not Peter. But yeah. What was I talking about? The NBA. Yeah, so whenever I have the ability to watch it easily, I'm just going to watch it. You know what I mean? So today, I put on a game. I've seen it online, and then they were saying it was the Knicks versus the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just today. Like I've seen it for a while, and I really wanted the Knicks to win.
Yeah.
Because they remind me of, if any of you know, I'm a Parramatta Eels fan, and the reason they remind me of them and why I resonate with this team so much is because they haven't won an NBA final since 1973.
Yeah.
The Knicks. And the Eels haven't won since 1986.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And they haven't been in a final since 1999. And Eels, again, like I think it's 2009. But yeah, that genuinely the main reason I was like, bro, you know what? I want these guys to win the finals. You know what I mean? If Eels can't, let these guys win, you know? Another thing, it's I asked you for his name. I wrote it down, but I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting. Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Bro, he's crazy.
Just say Wemby.
Wemby.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy's crazy. What is he, like 7'50"?
Bro, it's not normal. The thing is, people his height, like, they're not supposed to do what he's doing. They're not supposed to be dribbling and 3-point. Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
They're
like, they're meant to be like under the
hoop. Yeah.
Under the hoop. But this guy is going crazy. Like, I seen one where it was like a 3-point half-court buzzer beater. Like, bro, come on. Come on, this guy is crazy. And
he's going to be the GOAT. I think he's going to be the GOAT when all is said and done.
Yeah, I think so, bro. How young is he? He seems young.
22 now.
Yeah. Oh, he's only 22?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this guy's...
He's crazy.
This guy's going to be insane.
He should have been MVP. Yeah. I genuinely think... because the thing for me, I think the voting is fraudulent. I'm going to say straight up, for all you Shea fans out there, SGA should not have won MVP. He's got the best team in the league. When he's not playing, the team is still firing on all cylinders. If Wemby sits down, this team is booty cheeks. You see this in the series right now. Anytime Wemby sits down, the team has no idea what they're doing. Bro, but to be fair, like, they're all like 20-something anyways. So, like, it's fair enough. Like, I'm not having a go at the Spurs. It's just that Wemby is clearly the MVP. How is Shea the MVP? By flopping around. Bro, have you seen SGA's flops? After this, I'm going to show you a compilation, bro.
Wait, but isn't Wemby in Knicks?
Wemby's in Spurs.
In the Spurs,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, so the Knicks are going to lose, bro.
Look, the Knicks have had the Spurs number.
What's that mean?
That means that throughout the regular season, they've beaten the Spurs.
Oh, okay.
And there was an in-season tournament as well that the Knicks beat the Spurs to win it.
So you reckon? What's your prediction?
My prediction is if OKC goes through, OKC will win the finals. If the Spurs go through, Knicks will beat them and Knicks will
win. The Spurs haven't gone through yet.
So the Spurs and OKC are battling out for the final spot. 2-2.
Also 2
First
more
to
games.
4, yeah.
3 more
potentially
games.
3. So Knicks are through to the finals.
Yeah.
Spurs and OKC are still going at it. Stylistically, I think the Knicks beat the Spurs, but they don't beat OKC.
OKC is just too crazy. Who's in OKC?
I don't think you'll know the players, but Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, SGA. Yeah. They won last year.
A superstar team.
Yeah,
they did win last year.
They're a superstar team. They've got, bro, and they somehow fleeced and got Jared McCain. Like, they are just phenomenal.
McCain.
Yeah.
You've done it again.
Don't ever do that again. But yeah, anything else you want to say before I go into my yap about NBA?
No, that's about it. I started watching it. Reminded me of the Eels, and I really like that Wemby bloke.
Okay.
Yeah.
FSGA. I'm gonna go in at this guy, bro. He makes a mockery of the NBA. This is how he shoots. So you know a normal basketball player will shoot like that, right? It's like a shot, yeah. This is how he shoots.
And falls,
bro. I checked the stat.
Hey, this is on the internet.
I don't care. I checked the stat. Yeah, I checked the stat.
Yeah.
That he flops, like he falls to the ground 5 times more than any of his other peers. No, sorry, 2 times more than any of his peers in his position.
That's
he
crazy.
just falls to the ground. Like, brother, grown ass man.
I can't stand that.
Grown ass man flopping, begging for calls, and you know what? This raises the question: is the NBA rigged, or are the refs rigged? Because it makes no sense for OKC to get all these calls. This is the irritating thing. Because if this just happened, if it was just Shea, then whatever. But the whole team flops, They get all the calls, but then on the other side, they're grabbing jerseys, they're holding you, they're fouling you, and you're not getting the calls.
And this is
It's
like
ridiculous.
almost every game.
Every single
Then it
game.
can't be just the refs.
It's ridiculous, bro. Wallah, it's genuinely ridiculous. I can't stand watching these guys play, man.
Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man. Look, the thing is, people hated the Warriors, yeah? When KD came in. But they hated the Warriors because of KD coming in. They were already the best team in the league. And now you got in KD. Like, so now everyone's annoyed because you won. Congrats. You've got the best shooter of all time, top 3 shooter of all time, Draymond Green, one of the best players of all time, and then you got Kevin Durant. Like, congrats. You won the NBA. Yeah, that's why people were annoyed at them, because they were going to win regardless. The reason why everyone hates this team is because they're all floppers.
Yeah.
They just flop all the time. Like,
crazy.
they just chuck up shots and they beg for calls, and the refs give it to him. Bro,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, man. I
That's
can't
crazy.
stand watching these guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. I'm also a big fan of Wemby. I think he's going to be the GOAT. I think Wemby is going to be the GOAT of the NBA. I think when it's all said and done, it won't be Michael Jordan, it won't be Bill Russell, it won't be Kobe, it won't be LeBron James. I think it'll be Wemby if he can maintain
honestly,
himself.
the only people that think of Michael Jordan is the people back in the days, bro. I don't think Michael Jordan would be as high up nowadays.
Look, it's a different era. You got to respect all eras, sort of thing. Yeah, like he
I
was
don't
too
respect.
dominant in his era.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he was too dominant in his era because he didn't have anyone else.
That's true. Look, he didn't have anyone else to compete with. That is true. But couldn't you also say that the game has gotten so much better? It has. Like, if you put LeBron and Michael Jordan, obviously LeBron cooks him now. But for his era,
And
maybe you could extend that to like NBA as a whole, he's probably the GOAT. Like, I think LeBron is a better player for sure. But just as LeBron is so good and he's had great competition, you can't really fault Michael Jordan for not having amazing competition.
No, I'm saying
know what I mean?
you respect that at the time he was the greatest.
Yeah.
He was doing shit that no one was doing at the time.
At the time, yeah.
But he's just like I said, like at the time. Now, if you can't even bring him, it's not fair to compare these players and say, he's the GOAT of all time.
I guess so. Look,
He's an icon.
look, I still think that there's an argument. I might say he's the GOAT. You know what? We gotta call it. So you're calling LeBron the GOAT?
No, I'm just saying Michael Jordan's not
We
the
gotta
GOAT.
give it. The viewers are gonna want this. Who's the GOAT?
Okay, can I give you my reasoning?
Tell me the person and then give me a reason.
No. I want to give you the reason why I don't think Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
Okay, go. Tell me.
Okay. I don't think he's the GOAT because it's so funny when you say that to people that really think he's the GOAT.
That's it? You're just there for the rage bait?
I'm just trying to read it. Bro, I went on Twitter and there was someone's like putting highlights of Michael Jordan and whatnot. And then I was like, you think he's the GOAT? That's it.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
they're coming.
Bro, I think I got like 20
And you know it's all
replies.
old heads as well.
Yeah,
You're not talking with
I got 20 replies and none of them said like put up anything about him. They called me the N-word. They they told me to kill myself. Right, and I'm just I just threw that, lobbed it in there. But no. To be fair, to be honest, yeah, I think LeBron James is the GOAT. Bro, he's what, 41?
I think he's the best player, but I wouldn't say he's the GOAT.
Then who? Like you say, Michael
Because
Jordan's
look,
the GOAT based on what?
ultimately, LeBron's finals record is 4-6. He's won 4, lost 6.
Okay, that good that you brought that up. But for it to be hard, yeah, to win, like it's much harder to win a finals now than
That
it
is
to-
absolutely true. With the
than it is to
revolution
win
of the
back in the day.
3-point line as well.
Yeah,
Athletes getting better. That is absolutely true.
it's much harder.
But then my thing is, can you knock Michael Jordan for that? Because they were all like
No,
him. You know
that's what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. You can't, and I do think he's a Hall of Famer. I do think he's an icon. I do think he revolutionized the sport. I do think he did so much for the industry, you know? And by the way, this is coming from a guy that's just got into the NBA.
yeah.
Oh, wait, give me 1 second.
Wow.
Gotta get my fidget pen.
Oh yeah, same. You know,
You know
we
what?
need this, bro.
Yeah, well, bro, I was like, bro, what am I missing?
Yeah.
So this is coming from a newbie fan, yeah? And this is like very surface level, don't really know much about anything,
Yeah.
yeah? But he can be an icon. He can be revolutionize the industry, you know? It's like saying Henry Ford for example, I'm taking it on a whole different, like the first ever car, the first ever manufacturing, he developed a manufacturing line. Yeah, yes, he is the pioneer, but it doesn't mean he's better than the car manufacturers nowadays.
I get
You
that.
get what I mean?
I get that.
So he's the pioneer. He probably brought more eyes to the NBA. He was probably the Conor McGregor. You know how Conor McGregor got a lot more people to the UFC? He probably did that for the NBA, and a lot more people started watching because of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a better player.
I think you're dead wrong.
Yeah?
I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
You think he's a better player than LeBron James?
No, there's a difference between better player.
So what does the GOAT mean then?
Like for what he did, his accomplishments, you could even say his mentality, his drive, like.
Oh no, I'm thinking GOAT as
in terms of skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Probably LeBron. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
So you're thinking about like.
I'm saying the GOAT.
So
better basketball player is different. For example, I would rate Stephen Curry higher on my like top 10, top 15 list or whatever. I'd rate him higher than Kevin Durant, even though individually 1v1 Kevin Durant would smoke him. Do you get what I mean? Because that's because
what he does.
Kevin Durant is mentally weak. He doesn't want any responsibilities. He just wants to kick it. Whereas Stephen Curry is a leader, takes on the responsibilities, goes through like the fouls, the grabs, and whatever.
Yeah, but that's part of like a better basketball player.
Yeah, but that's exactly. See, that's the thing. That's what makes a basketball player, right? Skills wise, it'd be different. But in terms of like basketball player, or like
you think Michael Jordan
all around, I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Going 6-0 in the finals is just insane. It's insane. And he three-peated twice, if I'm not wrong. Like both three-peat, took a year break, came back. He lost that year, not in the finals, like in the playoffs, and then after that, like three-peat.
Yeah, but that it goes back to saying like I don't think not to knock him for that 6-0, but I don't think that he would do that in
today's day. I don't think so. I think in today's day he'd be a DeMar DeRozan, which I'm not sure you would know, but like he's just like he's a really solid player, good defense, mid-range shooting, active and whatever, but just. Yeah.
He's nothing.
He's nothing special.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he's special, but he's not like he doesn't win championships.
Yeah,
isn't like
that's what I'm saying. Like I guess if I'm looking at it from your point of view, then he is. Huh?
Which is the right point of view.
Yeah, because you know more about basketball. Yeah. So yeah. So if
that's not even that. I could know less, and I would still say this.
But yeah, so because like in terms of he's an icon, Hall of Famer. Definitely brought a lot to the sport, brought a lot of eyes to the sport, then I think in that sense he is the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I guess then what I'm trying to refute is people that regard him as like the greatest, like he'll come and do the exact same thing he did back in the day. Like if he was in his prime, you know? Like I think I've seen like LeBron in his prime versus Michael Jordan in his prime. I think LeBron will run circles.
LeBron will smoke him.
Yeah, he'll run circles around him. But yeah, Michael Jordan. I think even as a businessman, he's seen as a business. You know what I mean?
Oh God, the glaze is crazy, bro.
Brother, I'm going off your glaze.
Hop off it, bro.
I'm going off your glaze. I'm waiting for you to hop.
No one said even business. I even heard him say something about looks, and he licked his lips as well, bro.
Michael Jordan, more like tall, dark, and handsome.
But yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry. Okay. So I'm going for Knicks. You and me are going for Knicks. Yeah. I think this is the first time ever that we're aligned.
You're going for Knicks?
Yeah.
I'm not going for Knicks.
Okay, there goes that. No, I'm going for the Knicks because a little bit of yap about me. I have family in New York and I used to live in New York as well. So I'm hopping on this bandwagon, baby. Let's go. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6?
Yes.
Isn't it only up to 4?
You have to win 4.
Oh, okay. So in 6 games.
Knicks in 6, baby.
I know what I'm talking about, bro. Relax.
Yeah, he's just testing me. It's for you guys.
It's for you guys.
But speaking on Wemby real quick, you know why I really like him as well? When he finished one of his games, like recent against OKC in the series, as he was walking towards the tunnel, he like bit his hand. Like the whole thing about him is he's a Titan.
Yeah,
and then I read somewhere that like Attack on Titan is his favorite anime as well. So what a soldier!
I love it when
you know what? Keep him entertained for a sec. I'm gonna show you guys something.
Is this the yeah, Attack on Titan is a great anime. You know what? I feel like that's a very good anime. You know what? It's actually not a good anime to get people started into. I'm going to segue this into anime. The reason why Attack on Titan is not a good anime, if you're recommending a new anime to everyone else, is because it's peak. You know, you cannot show them anything else. You can only show them.
No one wants to hear anything else from you. I'm back.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I'm back. I'm back. All right, look at this.
The Scout Regiment.
The Scout Regiment. That's my basketball team. By the way, we're 1-1. No, 2-1.
Oi, let's go. Champions.
We've got the swords on the side.
Oi, that's cracker.
Isn't that cool? We've got the Scout thing.
The Scout
Okay,
Regiment.
yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your name, Harris? Why didn't you get a better name, bro?
I don't know. Look, we've got the Titan
That lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah, that's cracker.
And then
That's a
it's
cracker.
on the shorts, but then on the shorts we also have the key.
Oh, the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cracker.
So, yeah, I just wanted to show that. Just wanted
That's a
to
cracker.
put it out there. I'm just like Wemby basically.
Yeah, you're about as good as him.
Yeah.
I think.
Even he's about as good as me.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. That's
I
what I
never
meant.
make
Yeah.
that mistake again.
I'm so sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
talk to me about more, bro.
Okay, let's get into Star Wars Maul, Dark Lord. Star Wars Maul, Dark Shadow Lord. Please help me out here, man. I need your help, man.
I'm
Please.
answering until you get this.
Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get into it, in 3, give me a rating out of 10. So 3, 2, 1,
9 out of
9.5. I have a bit higher, but yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
It's so good. So I want to say what's great about it. The only reason I don't have it as a 10 out of 10 is because there were maybe I think like a few handful nitpicky moments where I was like,
I have some nitpicks.
yeah, some like that's when you know it's great.
Yeah.
When there's nitpicks
Yeah,
only,
exactly.
you know. I want to say animation. Animation. Oh my god, the animation. I love that paintbrush sort of. They did it in Last Wish. They did it in Last Wish. They did it in Wild Robot. If you haven't watched Wild Robot, get on that. Yeah? And they've done it in this one. Bro, I have an OLED. It looked amazing, bro. It was amazing. Sound. Bro, sound effects. That, the music, not normal. Like it just sounded amazing. And then getting into like actual fights. Bro, you know when he was fighting the Inquisitors and then they pull it? Bro,
so
it was
cool.
so cool. And one of the Inquisitors looked like Reaper from Overwatch.
He looked so
He
sick.
looked so good. And he had like his fingers were
Yeah.
like long. Bro, it was so good. I want to get into this man. Yeah, and I don't know how we both didn't have him in the top 5 villains. I guess it was top 5 favorite villains. But if I was to say like top 5 objectively best villains of all time,
Right,
he's number 1.
if we're going into that, just very quickly, this review is going to be full of spoilers.
Oh yeah.
The spoiler full review. So skip to the next timestamp if you want to go to the boys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, watch the show and then come back to us and
Yeah,
we can
because
discuss
this
it
is
in
like
advance.
where full spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darth Vader, number 1 best villain of
Yeah.
all time. Bro, this guy.
For you, number
No.
1.
No.
Then why'd you just drop that?
I don't know. I just said it.
What the flip?
Yeah. Bro, I'm just saying shit. Yeah. I need to hype up my moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Darth Vader, aura. Everywhere he goes. Bro, you know what I loved when they done? He wasn't someone they fought like the Inquisitors and whatnot. Like, you know, with the Inquisitors, it was like someone they fought. He was like Mike Myers. He was someone they were trying to run away from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the part where Darth Maul, he's like, what, you're not an Inquisitor? Who are you? This is because straight after the Clone Wars, right? Like, they don't know that this is Anakin, right? No one knows it's
no one
Anakin.
knows.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they don't know who Darth Vader is at this
Yeah.
point. And he's like, who are you? And then when he clocked it, and he's like, bro, we got to get out of here. You know what I mean? The fights with him and how, like, they use the force push on everyone else and, like, they go flying. They use on him. He just takes a knee and then gets back up. It was insane, bro. Phenomenal. I love how scary they make this man. You
Yeah.
know, like, you aren't, like, if Darth Vader is coming, forget about it.
Yeah.
Which is, it always brings you back to, like, I'm so sad that you can't have any future things about Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Like, it's always going to have to be prequels. It's always going to, like, he's never coming back. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, the stories are obviously as good as they are. But, bro, like, he is up there as, I think, one of the greatest. Like, he's a GOAT villain. He has to be.
He's too iconic to
Yeah, he's too iconic. That's what I was saying. Like, if my favorite villains, like when we were saying our top 5, that's what my favorite villains were. But if I were to be like objective, who I think is like objectively the greatest, yeah. Like I think he would be 1 or 2. Maybe Joker would be better.
Joker would be number 1.
Yeah, but Joker would be number 1. He'd be number 2.
Yeah,
like most iconic.
100%.
But yeah, bro, and like, what else did I have to say about him? He's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
At the end, you know what I really love when they call back to stuff in the show and they show like how it affected them. So you know how he was having those visions where, what's his name? Darth Sidious? The power. Yeah, that guy. Where he killed his brother to get him into the dark side, like to get him rage. And you see him looking at Devon, and as he let her Jedi Master die, he's looking at her get angry, and how it's like it's that juxtaposition, like mirroring, as like he's doing what he what he hated, and I really like that. I really like he's like, I need this girl on my side. But what I didn't understand is, does he give her part of his lightsaber, or does he give her lightsaber back and it turns red?
No, so he gives a different lightsaber to go red. So the only way to get a red lightsaber is to it's so in the lightsaber is what powers it is called the Kyber crystal. Yeah. And if you turn to the dark side, you corrupt the Kyber crystal and it becomes red. That's why all the Sith have red lightsabers, whereas the Jedi and whatnot have different colors.
What's white mean?
I don't know the significance behind them, but essentially it used to be that blue was for Jedi Master. Yeah. And then green was for
Padawan?
Like Padawan or reaching that status, right? And then Samuel L. Jackson came in and was like, I want a purple one.
I want a purple one.
And then after that happened, they sort of scrapped the whole blue and green thing. It's all different colors.
Oh, okay. So it's just red that is evil.
It's just red. Red is the only one that's consistent. That's evil.
Okay. So her one didn't change.
Her one didn't change. You have to physically pull the Kyber crystal out, corrupt it, and put it back in. Which happened in Jedi Survivor with Dagon Gera. He pulled out the Kyber crystal, corrupted it, put it back in.
Yeah. I remember that. So he just gave her one of his.
Yeah.
Okay. So her lightsaber's gone now.
No, I think she still, if I'm not wrong, she still had it at the end.
No, because that's
she was holding.
Oh, that's hers.
Yeah, that's hers. If I'm not wrong, I think he just gave her one.
Okay, and then she went back and picked up hers. Yeah. Oh, the scene where they're trying to like bury Darth Vader, and then he's like, woof, 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 and it's like it's not even bothering him, bro. It was so good. He was a crack of it when he puts his hand through the wall and grabs him.
That was a cracker scene.
That was a cracker scene.
Aura.
Like I'm telling you, he's a horror villain. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you need to run away from this guy. That's why I think he's straight aura. You know, and which brings me back to what I said at the start. This was the final cherry. Where I was like, bro, you know what? I need to get out of my hater man cocoon. I'm gonna start watching Clone Wars. I want to watch Andor, and
you and me together, bro.
Yeah, and then eventually I want to get into the movies as well. Yeah, I want to start watching the movies, but I think I'm gonna watch Clone Wars and Andor first because those two I did like. Yeah, you know, but Andor, I don't remember Andor, bro. Maybe I watched it on TikTok. I think I don't even know. Yeah. Like I don't know if I actually watched the actual thing, but yeah, I want to watch Clone Wars and Andor. And then I'm going to get into the movies. And I'm going to take you on this journey. I'm going to give you my entire...
Star Wars fans. Me, I was always a little bit, but recently because of Jedi Survivor more and talking about it, I think I've gotten more into it. But you guys are seeing a Star Wars fan in the making.
Yeah. Like, I genuinely did not like Star Wars. And I was like a get it away from me kind of guy, you know? But the games, the shows... And you know what? I think they need to stick to animated.
I think so. I 100% agree with
that. Yeah, like, bro, their animation is not normal.
Not normal.
You know? I don't think they've missed with animation.
No, they haven't.
Oh, well, they only have Clone Wars.
Rebels, which people didn't like, but whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but Clone Wars, this one, and if they do any more, like, if they give us the prequels again, like, you know what? Give us the movies again, but just animate them.
Animate them?
But you know what? I think it'll be so much better if it was 2D animation.
I was thinking that while watching this the whole time.
Yeah, I think because they could be so much more free. And if they adapt like an anime style of animating, where you like the fight scenes are much more, you know, played out with the impact frames and everything, I think it'll be so much 100%. Better. You know, I feel like with American animated shows, as good as the fight scenes were, don't get me wrong, these fight scenes were amazing. They're still too static, I guess.
The animation hasn't caught up to the rest of the production.
Yeah. So I feel like it's still like they're very jarred.
I think they're finding their footing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would much rather like a
Yeah.
will be so much cracker.
You got anything else for more?
One more thing. Actually, I just remembered this. One more thing. I loved Darth Vader's fighting style. Like, you know how everyone's like bing, bing, bing. They're trying to protect themselves and, you know, they're going fancy. This guy's like bang, bang. Like he's just smacking his lightsaber because he's like, I don't need to protect myself from these weaklings. You know what I mean? Like, let me just kill him quickly. And he's going for the kill shot every shot. You know, there's no parrying. There's no nothing. Like, every time he's bang, bang, bang. Oh, so good, bro. And I guess I'll tell you some of my nitpicks. One of them was like, I didn't get how the Jedi Master, like, injured Darth Vader, but it didn't really bother me. Like he hit him, I was like, like you can't really do that. But and then again, like who cares? You know, it really didn't do anything. If anything, it added to his aura. Because then he was like, bro, you think this bothers me? Another nitpick. I guess throughout the story, there was some parts, I can't remember when it was because the highs were so high, but there was some parts where I was just like, get it along. But I don't think it was for that long. And I think it was at the start, maybe. At the start, like the first couple of episodes, I think I had a quick lapse of like, I was like, please continue, like get back to the story. But I think I quickly snapped out of it. Like every episode was good. Like every episode was jam-packed with enough, like it wasn't dragged.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it was really good, really concise. And yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
Yes, sir. Season 2 will be interesting.
Get us into it.
So my turn? Okay, time to Yap. Maul. All the characters were peak. I liked everyone. I liked Devon. I liked Lawson. I liked Maul a lot. I did not like Master Ducky, however you say it. His design was ass. He was just annoying. If anything, his stupidity, his remarks, his lines, his quotes.
That's the Jedi Master, yeah?
Pushed Devon to the dark side more than anything. If I had him as a master, I would day one switch to the dark side. He has no shame with his whole, begging is a better thing than whatever. Stealing. He has no shame. She is the one who pushes him to make the decisions. Yeah. He just wants to run away and all that stuff. Which, whatever, he wants to protect his Padawan. You can't do that forever. Your Padawan has more balls than you. You need to get a grip. Right? Which actually brings me to Devon. Devon was so awesome.
Yeah, I like
She was such an amazing character, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
She wasn't the whole time, Maul is trying to convince her, and as it was happening in the first few episodes, I'm like, oh, come on, Devon, you know better. And Devon's like, yeah, I do know better. The whole time she was like, you think I don't know who you are? You think I don't know the way you talk to people? And then as she's running away, he's like, why aren't you fighting me? He's like, I know who you are. I can't fight you. Like, she was such an amazing character to keep her aura, which I love. Like, she was still so badass while she was running away. Because she was like smart, like she actually used it, but she wasn't just like
She wasn't like any other kid, you know, where she just
warns, She wasn't like a kid who went in there and put her master at danger.
Yeah. If anything, it was the other way around.
If anything, it was the other way around, where she was like, I can't beat you. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. Like, you know, like I'll retreat. I'll figure something out later. Right now, my goal is to get out of here. She was so amazingly written. Where I am interested to watch Maul. Obviously for Maul, now for season 2 more, I want to see him. But Devon equally. Yeah. I didn't go into the show being like, I want to see where these side characters go. Devon is phenomenal. I need to see more of her moving forward. Yeah. She's a great character. A great character who's a kid who's not annoying, which is just like amazing. Like finally we got one of these.
Finally.
You know? Phenomenal. Maul I thought was so amazing. He was so complex. He was so multi-layered. He was so phenomenally written and voiced. His voice actor,
I think
all of them were phenomenal. But his voice actor was so immaculate. He knew when to raise his voice, when to make it deeper, how to convey fear, sorrow, remorse, anger. Like he was on one. Yeah, he was on one. This is some of the best voice acting I've ever heard. Rent was due, bro. Like he was phenomenal. But on top of that, I really liked his whole story of how, you know, he's let down, maybe not let down, but because of him, Savage died. And then he's been tortured by Darth Sidious as well his whole life, and that's how his training went and whatnot. And it sort of gives you an idea as to how he is. and how Macron says that the Empire wants you dead. Right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's just like an extra level of betrayal upon betrayal for him, and he's like, dude, what the hell, like I think it's done so amazing. His character is so well done. I can't wait to see where they take him next, because I was really surprised by his actions where he was, sort of saving Daki and Devon by telling them, you go. Like, he could have died there. So I really like where they were taking that. But then for him to sort of like push Daki into Vader and ultimately being the reason why Daki dies, regardless, they would have died.
Yeah.
But Maul was like, look, you die, I can figure a way out.
Yeah.
So I really like how they brought back his character. And then, as you said, how he was like, he essentially did what Darth Sidious did to him. Which is just adds so much more to his character. Like, this isn't just like a two-dimensional static
Which
character.
I love, bro. Yeah,
they have expanded on him masterfully.
But I also love that they didn't. Whenever they make a villain the main guy in the story, they always
anti-hero.
No,
he's still a villain.
He's still a villain.
He's a bad
he's
guy.
Still a bad guy.
100%. And the way that he's sort of trapped Devon now is that all Devon wants now is revenge. And he's capitalized on this.
Yeah.
The way I saw the ending play about was that she still knows that this guy is evil, which I still love about her character. She didn't just convert to the dark side. Like, she hasn't really essentially converted to the dark side.
She was looking at it, she's like, fine, yalla, let's do it.
Exactly. 100% is that she still kind of knows, like, this guy's cooked. But all I care about right now is revenge. So I'm really interested to see where they take these two characters specifically in season 2.
Were they greenlit for a season?
Yeah, they're greenlit for it started production. I'm really interested to see how Devon eventually finds out, like, Maul was the reason behind the Master's death. Seeing how Maul can maybe talk himself out of it, saying something like, "Oh, we were gonna die anyways. I made a choice, and you can get revenge. So if anything, you need me." I really want to see how that goes. Lawson is a bit too vanilla for me. I'm kind of glad they killed him off, because I don't really want to see more of him.
I don't think they killed him off.
Well, he got shot, and then, like, they never really showed him.
But they don't really show him dying, and they have no problem with showing the characters dying.
I guess so. You're right there.
I think.
I'm more interested to maybe see where his son goes, in terms of his son being angry at his mother for, like,
because his mother.
You're on the side that killed our dad, sort of thing. I'm really interested to see where they take his character. They do.
Sorry. Pause for a second.
No, that's something else.
Oh, that's something else?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Just continue.
Okay, so he ruined everything. I've had to cut out a little bit. But yeah, so I'm a little bit behind on the Clone Wars. So like you, I need to catch up, because the Clone Wars, especially the last season or something like that, focus heavily on Maul.
Yeah.
So we need to get into that. The music was amazing. The music was so good, which carries over from the Phantom Menace. He has his own theme there, which is amazing. The art, I wrote this down as well. The backgrounds and the art were phenomenal, bro. They need to do, like what you said, more 2D animation, more paintings, more art.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. More of that. I need that.
Have fun with it. Don't just be vanilla. Don't just like stick to what works. Experiment, and really like take liberty with it, because the paintings weren't perfect, right? They looked like oil paintings in some way, unfinished, rough edges and stuff, but I feel like it added so much character. Yeah. And you know what? The less you stick to like perfectionism or whatever, the more you can do.
100%.
You know what
100%.
I mean?
Don't hold back with like it. If anything, it just made me really appreciate what was on screen. It added to the roughness of the world.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't show me. Like, you know what, like what I loved is they didn't show me Darth Vader, like, they're like, see, Darth Vader is very scary and whatnot. Like, the music, the tone shift, the color difference, the camera, like, I want to see it.
Yeah,
you know what
100%.
I mean? And I think they'll be able to go in a whole different direction. You know, Kingpin in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
How there's no way that works as a normal human.
Oh yeah.
But they're trying to show you he's like the big bad villain. You know what I mean? Like, you're animating, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, take the liberties that you want to take. 100%.
Yeah.
The use of lighting, I thought, was really well done. Like, you would see, like, the shadows were so well done. Like, certain sections where everything else is pretty much black, but then like they want you to focus on one specific thing in the frame, and so that's the only part that's lit up. For example, Like the use of lighting to tell a story was so well done. Cinematography was amazing. The camera angles and direction was phenomenal. You could follow the action. You could follow where the frame wants you to look, where it's taking you. It told its own story, which was great. The colors I thought were so well done.
Phenomenal.
The colors were amazing.
Phenomenal.
And I wanted to give a quick little shout out to Two Boots. I thought he was very interesting. Like at first I'm like, oh, what is he doing? And then you realize like that's his function as a droid.
Yeah.
But essentially droids are like their own species in this universe.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see where they take him moving forward. And the final thing I want to talk about also is Darth Vader. I love how Darth Vader is portrayed. Essentially, he used to be very athletic, very like whimsical with his movements. Anakin Skywalker, with his fighting style, he used to do all the spins and tricks and whatnot. Right? That's changed now because he's in a heavy mechanical suit of armor and he's always in constant pain. So now his fighting style is no more jumping and 360s and whatnot. It's very methodical. Each strike has a purpose. You know what I mean? And they really portray that, like you said, where it's like when he's slashing down, it's with the intent to kill. Like it's not an intent to move your lightsaber here and there. He's going for the kill every time.
Every shot.
He's very rigid. He's very different from how everyone else fights. Even Maul is like jumping and stuff, but Vader is still. And I think that adds a lot more to like the horror behind when you see him, is that he's not fighting like us. Like
he's killing. He's not here to fight.
Yeah, he's like just death coming towards you. But now the two detractors I have is I felt like, and I don't know if people will be upset at me for this, I felt like this show shouldn't have even had Darth Vader. I feel like Vader has become cameo slop. He's in Rogue One, he's in Jedi Fallen Order, he's in Jedi Survivor, and he's in this, and his whole purpose is just to show up and do aura farming. And I believe that they need to move away from this. If you constantly show Vader over and over again, yes, you'll have the moment of Vader. Okay, cool. If they instead focus on the Inquisitors, we could have had two great villains moving forward that could have been more iconic. I think it was a mistake to include Vader in this, and that's why one of the reasons why I've dropped this down by 1 point. The other one was I don't really like too much focus on Daki. He just annoyed me straight up. I know that's a bit biased on me.
I want to get into that as well. Yeah.
But these two were the two key points on why I reduced from a 10. Only reason why it's not a 10. If Vader wasn't in there, I could have even pushed this to a 10. But
you think it was that big of a deal?
I think they need to let go of this, bro, because the Inquisitors were so cool, and then, bro, when he showed up, like I knew he was gonna show up. Like I never saw it anyway beforehand, but when it's like,
when they said
tell him he's coming, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm happy to see Vader, but we gotta move past this.
Yeah.
We have to move past Vader. We have to.
I think that's
he's
a very
dead.
reasonable take.
Like, I know he's cool. I know he's awesome, but like, think about how cool the Inquisitors were. Both of them were so unique. Like the Reaper guy and the guy with the to me, that's a Dead Space mask.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right? Like both of them were so cool.
Berserk.
Or the Berserk mask. Yeah. Well, I was like, man, we could have had two villains moving forward that could have been staple Star Wars villains, and we could have seen them in movies moving forward as well.
Yeah.
Like we don't need to see Vader over and over again. Vader is not the reason Star Wars is so, Oh well, he is pretty much. But
I think he is.
I think we need to move past.
Let him be an icon.
Let's be an icon, and I think it's time to move on. We've got to stop like hanging on Darth Vader.
Which is why I think if they do want to do
that's
that,
all from me.
Sorry.
No, that's all from me.
So that's why if they do want to do that, they have to go into the future. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to go into the Clone Wars, then after the Clone Wars, then anywhere between where they are now to the end of Return of the Jedi. Yeah, if you're gonna go from there to there, you have to put Darth Vader. Because Darth Vader's in that world, and it makes no sense. They're not. If they're causing a havoc and they're killing Inquisitor, then you have to put Darth Vader. So that's why I think they should now make their stories in the future.
Yeah, let's look to the future.
But that's also like scary for them because who do we know that's after the Disney sequel, the Disney calls?
See, this is where it gets a bit like rough in that there were Star Wars books that came out after
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi where Luke gets married, has a kid, and like a whole massive stories branch off from there.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of fans were also angry when the sequel series came out, because they're like, well, we've had like decades of like lore already built here.
Yeah, why
we have whole
skip
new
it?
characters like following on from Luke, like past him.
Why
Like,
skip it?
Why
Yeah.
we skip? Why we just sacking all of that? So I think there is like for me a universe where they move past that, and I think it's to just accept. Okay, maybe people weren't happy with the sequel movies, but sequel movies are there. Let's move on, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be the Empire is back, because originally the sequel trilogy original plan was for Maul. The OG Luke, Han, and Leia were gonna unite to take on Maul.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't need the Empire to be back. We don't need a massive scale story. I think let's keep it small and concise, even to one planet. Make it like a real human story now.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that. Even if you don't really give us structured stories anymore. We got that. We got the trilogy, we got the prequels, we got the Disney trilogy. Like, just give me one-off stories. I don't mind.
Yeah.
You know, give me a Darth Maul story here. Give me a whatever the new characters are,
Yeah.
those comic books are here. Give me a Luke Skywalker's son story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Give me whatever
we
it
got
is.
we got to start. Like I think Star Wars is too like stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's time to sort of move on.
Yeah. But they're also, you know what? It's also their fans.
It's also their fans, because
Yeah.
when they try something new with like the sequels or the acolyte, it's just everyone just
Yeah.
starts raging, bro.
Yeah.
Which they're not the best, but like relax.
Yeah, but I think so as well. I wanted to get into, like, this is very quick.
No, let's go for
That
it.
Jedi Master, what's his name? Dickhead? Daiku? What's his name? Daki.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think this is one of the points. I think that's, you know how I was saying there was a point in my, I think that was I was like, bro, why is it always shit to be on the Jedi side?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always shit to be on the side of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm looking at this guy, he's like, no, to beg is to be better. It's like, brother, the guy's not going to miss six figs, bro.
And you're with a kid.
And you're with a kid, bro. Let her eat. You know what I mean?
That's why Cowboy's cracker in Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. Like, he's I love that middle ground.
Yeah.
I love that middle ground. And she also, you know me, I'm a fence sitter.
Yeah, you're a fan.
You know, I love it. Yeah. And, like, you're getting a girl that's here, yeah? And not just the girl. It happened with Anakin. I remember seeing it with Anakin, and like, where they're coming up to you and they're telling you, bro, this isn't working for me. Like, we need to do something. We need to work something out, whatever. We must follow the Jedi way. Like, bro, talk to her on a personal level.
Yeah.
Get down. Talk to her. You know? Tell her what's wrong. What are you feeling? Like, even the part where he's like, you're not telling me something about Darth Maul. You're not giving her the environment to tell you.
100%,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, because she's worried about telling you, because you're going to be like, don't do that. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, if you opened up to her and let her talk to you and tell you that, what are we gonna do in this situation? We're in with the Empire's after us, whatever. Like, let's just do what we gotta do, and you bend your rules a bit, like, to survive.
The Jedi Order's gone. Like, what are you?
Yeah, the Jedi Order's gone. Like, what are you holding on to?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to get into. And I think that's a big problem with all of the Jedi, is they're so scared of the dark side.
Yeah.
You know, that they're not willing to even bend the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people tend to go to the dark side, and that's why. Oh wait, is the white sword a sword that, like, is neither Jedi?
No, look, I could be wrong here. So
because Ahsoka's
starts
sword,
booking us, like, I don't know. I don't know if they have any value. All I can tell you is that once the purple lightsaber came in, they just sat.
they just that. Yeah, because I would love more characters that are sitting in that middle. You know, like Darth Maul is sitting in that middle, but he's more leaned towards the dark side. I want a character. Hopefully, that's what Devon is, where she's sitting in the middle, but she's leaning more towards the Jedi Order.
I'm so excited for what
you know what I mean. Like, this is finally a character, like a human character. You know what I mean? Because I think my biggest gripe is, like, these people are humans, bro.
Yes,
you know, treat them as such. Like, they're not going to be so black and white. There's going to be that grey area. And I really, that's part of what I love about Darth Maul, the Shadow Lord, is that there's a lot of that grey area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. And one last thing, that Jedi guy, he's a piece of poop for going into Lawson's house. Like, he caused him to die.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I hate this guy.
Yeah,
bro.
like, he's like, oh, sorry, there's nothing we could have done, you know?
I hate this
and
guy.
then, bro, was another one where he was like to him, he's like, bro, if only I could have, like, Lawson's like, if only I could have, he goes, No, don't blame yourself. Brother, I blame you. Brother, it's your fault. What do you mean don't blame
Wallah,
yourself?
bro, I hate him so much,
Wallah,
bro.
And I guess we're going to
Let's
get
go
into
the boys.
I'll start us off because I don't have as much and I want to
Okay.
give you as much time to yap as you
I
want.
wrote a lot, bro.
Okay, so in 10, as 3, sorry, give me a rating out of 10. 3,
Okay. For the boys season finale review?
give
Or
me...
the boys season 5 review?
No, I haven't watched season 5, so just give me the season finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can do season
Okay.
5
Alright, so
review.
the boys season finale review.
Yeah, so 3, 2, 1, 6.
4 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair. 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I'll get into why. Wasn't anything special.
Just wasn't.
It really, really wasn't. And there was a lot of situations where I was like, okay, why didn't you do that before? And which gets me into, you remember when I always say that I don't care about power scaling unless it ruins the narrative?
Yep.
You know? This is a perfect example of power scaling that ruins the narrative. Because they shouldn't have put as much boot to ass as they did on Homelander.
Yeah.
Like his tentacles, for example. What's his name? Butcher's tentacles. They shouldn't have been as effective to stop him as they were, you know? Because then it opens up this whole thing as, why is he such a big problem? Like, he's meant to be the big bad. And they were putting hands on this bloke, yeah? I was there like, and look, that's why I went straight to you and I was like, I'll give you the backstory. I haven't watched after season 3. I was like, bro, I'm not watching this. I was going to start watching season 4. The boys complained a bit and I was already a bit iffy about the ending of season 3. I was like, bro, I know they're going to want to milk this out. I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah. Season 4 and season 5, I did not watch. I watched the season finale. So my headcanon, it's like season 3 ends, season 5 finale starts. Okay. So if there's anything I get wrong, you can correct me and you guys can correct me. But this is why I came up to you and I was like, bro, do they have any superpower, special abilities or whatever? Why are they beating this guy's ass? You know what I mean? And every answer you're going to be like, yeah, they just did that. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, like, whatever. Kiriko did nothing. She was absolutely nowhere to be seen. Like, she was just daydreaming half the time. And like, okay, maybe her and Frenchie, maybe if I understood that a bit more, their relationship, it would have hit me a lot harder. But it just didn't. It just didn't hit me as hard as I wanted, like they wanted it to hit me. And I was like, bro, stop daydreaming. Get into the fight. Positives, but I want to get into positive. I'll do some negatives, positives. I'll mix it around, you know, shake it up a bit.
Yeah.
Some of the positives I have. Anthony Starr, again, 10 out of 10 acting. Generational. Definitely generational acting. That he is another top 5, objectively, top 5
He has
villains.
to be there.
Yeah, he has to be in the top 5 villains. There is no way that anyone could live up to that Homelander vibe. Like, as much as I love Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy, like Jensen Ackles' Soldier Boy doesn't come close to Anthony Starr's Homelander. You know what I mean? As good and as fun as that guy was. Nowhere near. Like, his facial expressions in and of themselves, like when he had the power to when he didn't have the power. And Alex from the Escape Pod, he pointed that out and I clicked in my head. Like, you know when he's face of despair before he uses his eye lasers when he doesn't have his power? He was, like Alex was saying, he's like, he knew that he didn't have his powers, but he was too scared to use it. You know what I mean? And I agree. Like, and Anthony Starr's ability to just portray that was phenomenal. And to anyone, like, this is PSA to anyone that thinks that he should have kept his cool and he shouldn't have been like a bitch that he was and he should have kept his aura. What were you watching? What the hell? He never had aura.
Yeah, he never did.
At no point did he have aura. Even the times where he'd get angry, he was like, I'll laser you, or I'm going to kill you, whatever. It's a kid having a tantrum. He just has the power to do that.
Exactly.
You know, he has always been a kid throwing a tantrum. And now without the power, he's a kid that, you know, when we're kids and your mum wants to put you in trouble, you're like, Mom, well, I'll do my chores. That's why he do that. And to him, his chores. You know what I mean? But yeah, so his acting was phenomenal. What we said, I remember we said, I think he shouldn't have died. You know, maybe there's more lore to it. Yeah. But at least there should have been more. You know, like he should have been ridiculed a lot more. He should have been made a bitch a lot more.
Yes,
you know,
I 100% agree.
He should have gone to court or like been in prison and they beat his ass in prison, and then I don't know, like they do what they do in prison to him. You know, he should have had like a death sentence or whatever, and like he should have been put on the electric chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But throughout that whole time, you just see. I wanted like more clips of him just being a little weenie. I wanted like him walking on the street and people spitting on him and just punching him and kicking him. Yeah,
100%.
Or another route. I feel like the fight ended too quickly. Like when he lost his powers, I wanted them to God of War 3 Zeus his ass. Like bang, bang. Like all the crowbar just bang, 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 bang. Like flick his face. You know what I mean? Like it didn't hit as hard. You know? Like it was cool. Like the way he opens his head like a can. It was cool. It was cool. It was very cool. But I wanted him to just bah, bah. I wanted his blood to splatter on Butch's face and like bah, bah, bah. You know, like really get your anger out, bro. This guy killed your wife. You know, your best mate is well, not best mate. I don't know how their relationship was with Frenchie at that point, but he's dead now. He's gone. You know what I mean? What are you doing about it? You know what I mean? So I wanted him to like really get his anger out. Other than that, I think that's about my positives. It was basically just Anthony Starr. I think Ashley was pretty funny. I haven't watched season 4 or 5. Huey, I like that he stuck to his guns. Like he's always been that same nice character the whole way through. And towards the end, I've seen a lot of discourse where people were saying it's weird that he called his daughter Robin. And I don't think it's weird.
No, I think so. I think that's fine.
I think it's fine. People are like, oh, because it's his ex-girlfriend. It's his like a dead girlfriend, first of all. And second of all, it's more of a callback to what got him into this in the first place. You know? It's like, he did this all for Robin. Like, if it wasn't for Robin, because he was a fan of all the superheroes and everything, you know? But because of Robin, he led him down this path. And this child is like a memento to remember Robin. But I'm going to give you the stage. Just know that you might not have that much time, but...
It's time to yap.
It's time to yap.
All right.
Get us into
my
it.
turn.
He has like 2 pages, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I have 2.5. Massive letdown. This was such a massive letdown. I would say it's on the level of Game of Thrones letdown. Ooh. This is one of the worst ways to end a show, possibly in history, and serves this bold mutt right, Eric Kripke. He's going on this whole tantrum about Stranger Things and Game of Thrones, and we gotta kill characters, and I'm gonna make sure I end this series properly. Brother, shut up and get to work on writing, bro. Bro, I hate his head. I can't stand looking at his head, bro. And I'm gonna get into why.
If you ever, there's a reason why we don't get any sponsorships.
Okay, bro, straight up. I can't stand his dumb head, bro.
Yeah. I
don't support AI, right? But I saw an AI version of Homelander just taking over the world, and I was like, man, if they just spent a little bit of money on this, it would have been so cool. The whole season was a letdown from start to finish. Nothing happens in this series other than A-Train dying at the beginning, and then the finale was Homelander dying. There's nothing that happened. They spend the whole season, we gotta make a poison, right? They make the poison. Oh, it doesn't work on Soldier Boy. Why? Because he has the original V1 serum. Okay. Well, Homelander knows that now, so he's gonna find the V1. Gets the V1, puts it in him. Nothing changes. He's the same. No power-ups. And they're like, okay, well, what do we do now? Well, Soldier Boy's blast is able to get rid of power, so let's put that in Kimiko. Bro, what are we doing? Who's writing? Who is writing this shit? This is shit writing. This is horrible writing. And then you have, on the level of Homelander, is Marie Monroe. On the level of Homelander, they've built... Bro, this Eric Kripke is such a rat, bro. I hate his rat head. He goes... So they spent the whole point of Gen V, season 1 and 2 was Marie Monroe controlling her powers because she's going to be useful in the final season of The Boys, right? So she does that by the end of season 2, yeah? You want to know what this bold mole rat says? Oh, well, you know what? In season 3, which got cancelled, we were going to show her controlling her powers. Brother, did you watch the show that you made? What are you talking? They bring her in, yeah? Starlight, who's a fraud, by the way. Marie Monroe comes in front of her and she's like, okay, yalla, it's time to help, yeah? Even Mother's Milk is like, oh, yalla, bro, we're going to cook. Now we got Marie Monroe. Yeah, we're not taking your help. Why? She's 10 billion times stronger than your fraud ass who just lights up her eyes and people laugh at you now. Yeah, get out of here, kid. What the hell are you talking
She's
about?
smoking something?
Yeah, she was she was vaping.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you talking? Bro, you get out of here.
You
get out of here.
Yeah.
You're useless. You get the hell out of
What
here.
is Starlight's powers?
Just
Yeah, all I see is like,
bro,
you can turn on the light.
she's
Like,
so
don't call an
useless.
electrician. We got stuff. Like,
Bro, get out of here. If Maria Monroe was in place of Starlight, they would have wiped the shit out of Homelander. Just take all his blood out of him. That's it. You're done. You're done for.
or at least use
And they
it to,
hyped
like,
the end of Gen V season 2 as well with all these guys coming in. Yeah. Like Sam and all these other guys coming in from Gen V season 2, and then Annie and A-Train rocking up at the end. Yeah, we're gonna take out Homelander. What happened to that? What happened to it? They're relegated to being like a refugee house? What the hell are we talking about
that's
here?
crazy.
Are you serious? Oh my god, Soldier Boy was so
looking up to God for help.
Soldier Boy was so ass this season, bro. He was so cool in season 3. All he did this trash ass season was make cocaine and sex jokes. He was so ass. And don't even get me started on, it's not for you. I did this for Clara, because this is what Clara would have wanted. Shut the F up. You didn't mention Clara once until the end.
When did
They
you
never
love
brought her
Clara?
up. Bro, I'm telling you, this Eric Kripke, this is why I call him a rat, because he doesn't even know what he's done throughout the whole season, bro. Like the whole show, he doesn't know what he's done. He's never once mentioned Clara, but now the Clara is the love of his life, to the point where he gives V1 to Homelander, who he just wanted to kill 5 minutes ago. What the... Right, who wrote this? And the world's smartest person, Sister Sage, relies on this. What's her plan? She wants Homelander and the world to fight, right? So she can go kick it somewhere. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, bro, you're the smartest person in the world. You can't figure out a way to kill Homelander randomly and then just go kick it by yourself and hide somewhere. Like,
You said it beautifully.
like, bro, you're the smartest person in the whole world.
You said it perfectly. You said the problem with having a smart character is you're only as smart as the
You're
writer.
only as smart as your writer. And this writer is so stupid. There's no way he could write someone this. A waste of a character. Sister Sage was so awesome until you realize that her plan is for the whole world to fight each other so she can hang out in a cabin and read books? What? Who wrote this, bro? I know. The Mole Rat wrote this. That's what I call him. Eric Kripke, the Mole Rat. Eric the Mole Rat Kripke. Anyways, continuing on. They get into the White House how? How they get into it?
Oh,
Brother, they walked into a random tunnel and O-Father's like, I got a plan. Like, when they come in, we're going to kill him. I'm like, all right, brother. Like, they probably have an army ready for these guys. They're getting close to the doors. 2 shooters. Pew, 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 pew. What is that? This is yours, bro. This is your... Like, even if O-Father didn't have anything to do with this, yeah? You're telling me the Secret Service has no other White House protection where this one room, like, you can come in through the secret tunnel and there's no protection around... What? There's 2 shooters only? That's all they got? 2 shooters? Crazy. Are you serious? And then Ashley comes and opens it and then runs away? Oh my, come on, bro. What are you talking about right now? It's such a joke. And then, you know what? On top of that, yeah? It took 3 jacked up soups last time to hold down Homelander. Soldier Boy, Huey, and Butcher to hold down Homelander. And Homelander still got away. You're telling me Butcher and Ryan held him down. Who, by the way, he just beat the brakes off Ryan a couple episodes ago, by the way. Like, he was just like that's how bad he was beating him up. And you're telling me these 2 are holding down Homelander? Alright, whatever, bro. Anyways, continuing on. They forced Butcher's death so bad. It was so forced. It was so forced.
You don't reckon that was good?
No.
I like that.
Why? Why did he decide I'm going to put this thing in the sprinkler system? Why?
Wasn't he always going to kill all the
No. He told Ryan, oh, Yellow, you and me are going to kick it now, yeah? And then Ryan's like, I don't want you. And he's like, all right, whatever. Goes to see his dog. His dog dies naturally. And he's like, time to kill Soups.
His dog actually died, like, in real life.
Like,
R.I.P. that dog.
R.I.P. that dog. But, bro, is that it? Like, why? Why is he doing this? And now, okay. Now the poison is in the sprinkler system, all right? Okay. Huey takes care of Butcher, okay. But what about the sprinkler system now? The sprinkler system still has that poison. What have we done here? We haven't solved this issue at all.
Oh, he didn't detonate it, did he?
It's in the sprinkler system. He was just going to activate the sprinkler system. It's in the sprinkler system for the whole
No,
tower.
I think he was going to activate a bomb.
But he said I doused it in the sprinkler system.
Oh,
he was
so
gonna,
it's all in
in
the
the
whole-
sprinkler system.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing with that now? At the end of season 3, they set up a plot line where Huey kept a vial of the Vought serum. Where did that go? What happened with that? I don't know. The writer forgot.
Doesn't Butcher take it off him? I heard Butcher take it
No,
off
no,
him.
Butcher didn't take it off him. No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you can fact check me on that.
Yeah.
The Deep suddenly can't swim? What? Why, bro? We saw a clip of the Deep in season 1 or 2 where he's zoom like Superman level speed in the water, and suddenly he's like, what? Like, I get that you want to kill him, but how? Like, how does that work? Anyways, 0 stakes. Which, by the way, this also gets me into the power scaling. Somehow, Starlight turns into Superman.
Yeah, her
Takes
flying
him
was
out.
crazy.
And then they come crashing down onto the beach. But then the Deep dies to a tentacle. Ridiculous. They don't know what they're doing in this show. They don't know what they're doing. 0 stakes. You set up this whole damn show with the promise of Homelander going crazy. That's all anyone was like anticipating. Homelander's gonna go crazy. He never did. What did we do in season 5? We wasted our damn time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what season 5 should have been, but I'm going to finish up here. There's no sense of scale. This felt like a CW episode 5.
Yeah.
No sense
Didn't
of
feel
scale.
like a finale.
No, where did the money go? This is the biggest show in Prime. Where's the money? It's Eric Kripke, the mole rat, is using it for his secret tunnels. That's what. Kiriko needs to shut the F up.
Yeah.
Kiriko, we need to stitch her mouth back. She needs to shut the hell up, bro. Every line is a sex joke. Eric Kripke, the only way he knows how to make a joke is if there's a sex joke in there. Bro, get a grip. You're a grown-ass man making adults talk like what 12-year-olds think adults talk like.
Yeah.
This is not, bro. What are they? It's ridiculous, man. Kiriko, shut the F up. Also, why did Homelander... Who decided that Homelander, between losing his powers and dying, should be 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Where's Annie's like hits on him? Where's Annie like getting to view this? What's happening with him like getting to see this? Huey, like Ashley has been tortured by him the whole time. Like Stan Edgar, like where is everyone? And why did they
They
all?
just put Stan Edgar at the end, like.
Yeah, they just like as in like this is the crowning moment of the show. This is the moment of the show. Homelander dying. This is the moment. This is what the whole show has been built up towards. Why are we killing him off so quickly? I would rather they've kept him alive for a little bit. Maybe everyone gets a punch in or something, and he's begging everyone, and he's begging Annie. Like he tormented Annie. Let me see him beg Annie.
Who's Annie?
Starlight.
Oh, Starlight, yeah.
Like, bro, let me see something else. Like, it's just Homeland and Butcher. That's it. And then my final thing is, this is how I think season 5 should have went. Season 5 should have went with Homelander like doing what he promised in like season 3 when he told Annie, he's like, all right, release the video. I'll start with New York. Then I'm going to take down all internet. I'm going to destroy all the power plants. And then I'll wipe out a town here and there just for the heck of it. Release the video, right? It started from season 1 was the plot line of this video, of the Flight 47 video, or 37, yeah? They release it and they're just like AI. They brush past it. It's horrible writing, yeah? And then season 5 should have started with once that video was released, Homelander went batshit crazy. That's it. You know what? People don't want to love me, which every season he goes through people don't want to love me. I don't need someone. And then every season they restart that bullshit. And then this whole plot line of him wanting to be God is a joke. Anyways, so season 5 should have started with him leveling cities, killing everyone, killing politicians, doing whatever he wants, and the whole world is like, what do we do? Like, Homelander will do whatever you want, just like relax. And then him unleashing Soups and then doing like what essentially Fisk was doing in Daredevil season 2, which was imposing his own law. That's how it should have been. And then that way we could have felt more like, damn, the boys really need to stop Homelander. Yeah. We don't feel it here. There's no sense of scale.
Yeah.
That's where my rant is gonna be. I've ranted for a little bit. I hate Eric Kripke with a passion. Because he promised me an amazing show and he delivered for a couple seasons and then Horrible.
I want to say something.
I have nothing against him as a person, by the way. I just think he's a horrible writer.
I want to say some things on what you were saying. So I want to preface this by saying I don't like this season. I'm not a fence sitter. I do not like this season.
Here we go.
Yeah. So,
But
Alex, I said so, not but.
yeah,
Alex from the Escape Pod. I don't know if I agree with that. I wanted your take on it. He said that the reason why he likes that they didn't have a scorched earth and he didn't kill everyone is because it makes him even more pathetic. Like he was just a kid on a tantrum. Like he's not going to be remembered. Like you know how we have the world's atrocities happening right now. He's not going to be remembered. He's not going to be that. The old Homeland is not going to be that boogeyman. He's going to be that little blip that we had and that everyone's going to laugh at maybe, but no one's going to remember.
the show is over. Like
Yeah.
I disagree with that. The show is over. Like the whole thing was Homelander. Everyone knows Homelander. Everyone's like the show has been building up towards him. Remember when he lasered all those people as well?
No, he doesn't actually laser him.
No, as in like in his mind, right? Like we thought we're like that's the end game of Homelander. That's where it goes.
Which is why I disagree with you.
I disagree with you on that take.
Because I was going to say, if they wanted to take it that route, they shouldn't have blue balls us. They shouldn't have given us so much of that. Oh, this is how he's going to be. This is how he's going to be. And which is why I think it shouldn't even gotten to season 5. I think at the end of season 3, Soldier Boy, the whole point of Soldier Boy should have been that he's to kill Homelander, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of season 3, we got what season 5 was. That end finale.
Yeah.
At the end of season 3, Soldier Boy does to Homelander because it makes way more sense that Soldier Boy has the power than Kiriko has the power. He does it to Homelander. You beat the living shit out of Homelander. Soldier Boy beats his ass. Butcher beats his ass. Annie beats because everyone's there. Queen Maeve gets to beat his ass. Like they're all just jumping him, jumping him, and he's like being a little bitch. You know what I mean? And he's like, stop. And they're taking turns, and it could be a whole laugh. Like, let me laugh for 15 minutes. Let this guy get his ass beat for 15 minutes.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you could have a season 4 if you really wanted to milk it, or season 4 and 5 where you give us Soldier Boy now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now give us Soldier Boy. Now Soldier Boy's in his head. He's like, I'm now the greatest. There's no one better than me. Homelander was. And that's why he really did it. Because he wanted to come back and be the greatest.
Yeah.
And then Mother's Milk gets his ending.
Yes.
What did Mother's Milk get? He got Ryan. He got to adopt Ryan.
Speaking of, did they just forget, like the boys, they didn't even consider Soldier Boy being around? Like, Soldier Boy wasn't even brought up this episode.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's because of Vault Rising.
It's because of Vault Rising.
Yeah,
they made fun of like sequels and spin-offs and everything this whole show only to do the same thing, bro. Ridiculous. And then to do the same thing with the cringe ass Frenchie showing up at the end. No, it's not anger. You got to use your heart, Mercure. Shut up, bro.
Out of here. Yeah. So that's why I think like they shot themselves in the foot with these 2 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did not need season 4 and 5.
Also, Butcher with his whole "you gotta sacrifice yourself, mate" to Ryan, when in season 3 he stops Homelander from dying because Ryan is around. What are we doing? Who's writing this show? Who's writing this show, bro?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was really
like
horrible.
he's telling Ryan, sacrifice yourself. But in season 3, he was like, no way.
I hated that.
Like, bro, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was really bad. Like I feel like season 1 and 3. Yeah, like I'd say season 3, not including the finale. Yeah. Season 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
were phenomenal.
I love
season
them,
1 and 2 for me at least were phenomenal.
Yeah, those were
peaked pieces of television. Yeah, like I watched them both back to back, and for me, I don't know where season 1 is and season 2 is. Yeah, for me it was perfect. Yeah. Season 3, I personally didn't like all the sex jokes and all the. I was like, bro, at this point, bro, stop.
Overdone.
Way too overdone. Too overdone, and there was too many dicks and bricks and whatever. I was like, bro, at this point, they just think this is funny, I guess.
Yeah, they think
you know
it's
what
funny.
I mean? And so that's why I was a bit reluctant to start season 4. And then the boys were telling me season 4 isn't all that.
Immature.
Huh?
Eric is so immature.
Yeah, and like, bro, the one episode I watched of season 5 where she's like smokes a cigar, Kiriko, and she's like, this is like old guy dick. Like, bro, I have never met anyone in my life that described anything unpleasant as old guy dick.
Yeah, it's just weird,
they'll either say, bro, this tastes like dick, or this is old man penis, or like, this is old guy balls, old guy balls.
It's just there's a dick and ball joke every few seconds,
other second, bro. Like even when Ashley, she's like, they're telling her, "Oh, are you gonna join us?" I'd rather have my brain pulled out from my clitoris. Like, bro, I don't care.
Bro, honestly.
Like,
and then
shut up,
when
man.
Annie and Marie are sitting on the porch and talking, and then the other girl is just sitting down talking about sex jokes, like, bro, what are you doing here, bro?
Like, I wanted to hit her through the screen.
So
But
annoying.
every single time she'd just make like a butt joke or a dick joke, or I'm like, bro, go away.
Go away.
Yeah. And there was a brilliant point that some guy on TikTok, I hope I can find the video and I'll try to credit him because it's an amazing point. He said that the reason that we get these finales that feel so rushed and so all over the place is because of the 8 episode season that we're going through. And I genuinely agree, because I don't think we need to go back to the 24 episode season. Yeah, because he said let's go back to the 24. I don't think we need to,
so.
because there was a lot of filler in those episodes where they have villains of the week, and which was fine back in the day. But if we go back to the 13 episode seasons, like Daredevil 1, 2, and 3, season 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 100%.
Where I get time where, because for them, every episode has to close off an arc.
Yeah.
You know, it has to start the arc and close it off, because they only have 8. You know, and the finale, things that were left to be ambiguous or whatever, they have to basically, every finale nowadays, and it's a point that he brought up, it's like they have to be like, oh yeah, this is how this ends, this is how this ends, this is how this ends, this is how this, like every character has to get it, that it doesn't feel cohesive. It feels like I'm watching show after show after show after show. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I think if they go back to that 13 season episode where you can kind of drift off the main plot a bit, and then end this story here, so that the finale is fully realized into just this small thing. Like we get another season 3 of Daredevil where it's just him and what's his name, Kingpin. You know, where I'm not worried about any other storyline or any other story or whatever it is. I just want him and Kingpin, and you get that. And you get that heartfelt moment where he's like, I beat you, you know? With these, you can't do it, because he needs to he needs to kill Homelander in 2 seconds. He needs to kill the... That's why I feel like the episode was like, quickly, kill the Deep. Quickly kill... get them in the White House. Quickly.
100%,
Kill Homelander. Kill quick. Everyone's leaving. You know what I mean? Which is why I think they really, really need to adopt that 30, which I don't think they would.
I somewhat disagree. I think it's just bad writing, because they had a whole season to do all of these things. Kill the Deep off in episode 6. Kill the Deep off in episode 5.
No, I'm not talking about the boys.
Specifically, No, but I get what you're saying, but I disagree. I genuinely disagree with that. I think 8 episodes is like 8 times 45. Do the maths.
No.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah,
we're looking at
hours.
about like 5 to 6 hours. That's plenty of time to do what you need. I have to disagree with you here. I think that 8 episodes is more than enough. I think the writers are just doing a bad job.
No, but because I think you get time to flesh out characters more.
You can do that in 5 to 6 hours, definitely. I think they for some reason, these writers are leaving it to the final episode.
No, but that's also, they need to milk it for more seasons and whatnot.
No, but this season they could have, like I said, finished the deep arc at...
I guess I didn't watch
episode 5.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for us today. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you want us to talk about next.
And
hope you guys
click the link in the bio for the Discord.
There's a Discord.
Don't make him mad.
Yeah. Don't get him angry. Oh, bro.